Hi, I'm your host, Mark Aaron, and welcome to In Focus by You Multicultural, where we focus on civic issues here in Winnipeg. And in today's episode, we'll be talking to Big Brother and Big Sister of Winnipeg on how COVID-19 affected the mentors and the young people there. With me right now is Evan Medaniuk. Evan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
I'm doing good as well, trying to stay safe from COVID.
So are we all.
Yeah. So can you give us a brief description about yourself?
Yeah. So my name's Evan Maydaniuk. I'm the Director of Development and Marketing with Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Winnipeg. I joined the organization a year ago in the height of COVID-19. So it's definitely been a challenge and an obstacle to overcome, but we're doing as best we possibly can now.
So what can you tell us about what is Big Brother and Big Sister Winnipeg?
Yeah, so what we are is we're a registered charity, and our mission is to help ignite the potential of all young people. And we do that by facilitating life-changing mentoring relationships, pairing a young person in need with a caring and supportive adult role model to act as their mentor.
And how has COVID-19 affected the company? Because it's like such a close relationship with two people that like they can't do it in person.
That's right. So basically, a good mentoring relationship is based on a relationship of trust and understanding between two people. As we all know, building a good relationship is best done in person with an in-person interaction over shared interests. Of course, that can't happen right now because of the restrictions for COVID-19 and keeping the safety of our children top of mind. So we've had to really reinvent how we offer our programming, and we've tailored things to do virtually, online. So our traditional matches in the one-to-one relationships will meet with their little online to play video games, to do crafts over Zoom, and just regular phone calls, even to keep in touch. The biggest struggle we're having is a lot of our programming is group based. So we bring a group of children with a similar lived experience into our building for a group discussion, activities to build a sense of community. None of that can happen right now, unfortunately, because of COVID-19. And of course, those group events online are helpful, but they're not a good replacement for the in-person relationship building tools we have.
And what changes did you have to make to follow the COVID-19 restrictions?
Yeah, so in normal times, our mentors would meet with their little once a week over the course of the entire year. So that's 4 times a month, roughly, for a sport game. They would do homework together, arts and crafts. None of that can happen right now. So we're having to find new ways to stay connected and reinvent that programming. So it's moving things online, which has been a real challenge for some people. A lot of our young people do come from lower economic situations where technology is a real barrier. So since we're no longer offering on-site programming, we're able to divert some costs to provide technology to families so that they can still have that mentor relationship happening.
And in your opinion, do you see an increase or a decrease in number of volunteers wanting to be mentors because of COVID-19?
Yeah, so it's really a mixed bag. We found that some people really like the idea of virtual mentoring, and because no one's commuting to work anymore, they have a bit of extra time to give and become a virtual mentor. So that's been great. But at the same time, people who really want to make that one-on-one connection with a young person, and become a mentor and a friend to them, people are waiting until we can meet in person again. So it's a little bit of both, but we're doing the best we can to make sure our young people are supported.
And do you have any plans if COVID-19, are you gonna still keep with the same plan if COVID-19 doesn't lighten up? Like what you guys are doing?
So we're optimistic that come summertime we can hopefully do some in-person activities. That definitely is the best tool we have in making meaningful connections. Our caseworkers can offer counseling to our youth on site, which is a bit easier. So right now we are connecting everything virtually, but we do have plans as things continue to improve and those vaccinations roll out to go back to our traditional programming of on-site
Mm.
and in the community-based work.
And how can Winnipeg help support the Big Brother Big Sister of Winnipeg? Because it's such an amazing program to help young kids shape and older kids shaping the minds of the young kids.
Certainly. So first and foremost, we want to make sure those young kids are enrolled in our program. Typically, we would rely on the schools to refer children to us. But since classrooms aren't happening in person for the most part, we've seen a decline in number of kids being referred to us. So if you know a child in need who could benefit from a mentor, we would love to have them connected with us by visiting bigwinnipeg.com. If you want to become a mentor, same thing. We have different levels of commitment from once a week to once a month based on what your availability is. We can work with that. And of course, donations, that's what keeps our organization running and keeps our staff paid so we can provide services to the community as well. And all of that's available on social media or by visiting our website at www.bigwinnipeg.com.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Evan.
My pleasure, anytime.
Yeah. Well, that's it for today's episode of In Focus by You Multicultural. I'm your host, Mark Aaron, and special thank you to Evan Maydaniuk and Big Brother and Big Sister of Winnipeg for their time. Hope you stay safe and have a nice day.